Brian Ching also earns a spot on the U.S. World Cup roster for the first time.
We have a wealth of talent with Eddie Johnson and Brian Ching. This is a group of veteran players with McBride and Wolf, and some young ones in Johnson in particular, and Brian Ching, who's played quite well in the MLS.
In 2006, the MLS Cup Finals returned at Pizza Hut Park in Frisco, Texas. Also returning was the New England Revolution, hoping to break their frustrating string of cup losses by taking down the Houston Dynamo.
When we get to the MLS Cup championship match, the two best teams are usually on the field, and they were.
Having home state advantage, Houston arrived with an air of confidence and an army of supporters. With U.S. national team star Clint Dempsey sidelined with an ankle injury, all eyes were on the matchup between the two great American forwards, Brian Ching and Taylor Twellman.
For me, it's always been about a team and how I fit into my team and how I can help my team. And that's how I look at going to every game. Try to do what I do best.
I would argue the point that these were the two most frustrated souls on the planet after the World Cup. One got to go and never got to play. The other one had to sit and watch at home when he thought he should be there.
I would have liked to have had both of them. I think Taylor Twellman continues to demonstrate game in and game out in this league that he is arguably the best goal scorer in the league. You know, those are tough decisions you have to make as coaches, and, you know, but at the same time, we recognize the quality of both of those players.
And it all built, it was like this storm of like, okay, now that the MLS Cup is going to be about Brian Ching and Taylor Twellman. Two guys that have no problem with each other. They like each other. They're friends.
After a poor showing in the World Cup, American soccer and these two stars seem to have something to prove.
The Houston Dynamo out of the Western Conference in orange and the New England Revolution in blue, and we are underway in the championship match.
In the first half, the Revs played a steady game of possession, while Houston seemed content to play the counter.
What's typical a lot in Cup finals is teams play very conservative, and both coaches just said, you know, we're going to match a man-to-man. They both matched formations.
Signed and cleared away by the Dynamo. On the wing, here comes Brian Ching.
It was everything it was billed to be. That final was Ching versus Twellman, and both of those guys showed up.
Ranchino drills it in. The header. Oh, great job
what
there.
A great save.
Spectacular save by Onstad.
Game is beginning to open up.
Sure is.
If we were to say that those two weren't thinking, that's it, I'm going to be the hero of this deal. That's what a striker thinks about.
In the 62nd minute, New England coach Steve Nichols subbed in midfielder Clint Dempsey. The man with the golden boots had an immediate impact.
I'll tell you, talk about confidence. This is what I love about him.
This would be Dempsey's final MLS game before leaving the league to play in Europe.
Flying down the wing. Clint Dempsey setting up the cross. The header.
With no score at the end of regulation, New England was feeling the pressure. Would they break the curse or walk away with their third MLS Cup defeat?
There's Ching with the flick. Taylor Twellman with a blast.
The midfield battle between Ching and Twellman continued to heat up and would soon end in one of the most dramatic finishes in MLS Cup history.
Ching.
Brian Ching ruining Twellman's day again.
In the 112th minute, Twellman found the back of the net and the redemption he and New England had been looking for.
Twellman, his shot into the goal.
What a great finish. He's waited a long time for that goal.
But just moments after the restart, Ching fired back with a response that brought the Sea of Orange to its feet and sent the New England side reeling.
Oh, he ties it. Oh, what a great goal. We're tied 1-1 in the second overtime.
Boy, the storyline before the game was about Ching and Twellman, and they have responded.
He can lie to us and say that it doesn't bother him. Taylor Twellman thinks about the fact that he won the MLS Cup 1 second, and then it was tied 42 seconds later. How can you not let that bother you?
We are going to penalty kicks.
The hot Texas sun set after 120 minutes of grueling play. The 2006 Cup would be the first ever to be decided by penalty kicks.
It's a little bit mental, but it's physical. You know you can do it.
Kelly Gray sticks it in.
Right down the middle. Did not mess around at all.
It'll be Shari Joseph. We are tied at 1. Here he comes. He nailed it. The Revolution goalkeeper against the Houston Dynamo goalkeeper. And he nails it into the upper corner.
Great penalty. Great penalty.
What a great penalty.
Rosario next to Houston.
Look at this.
Now it all comes down to 4 feet and a swing of the leg. Something's going to go wrong. It just happens.
Pressure situations. Nobody's missed yet, but they've all been great.
Here's Pat Noonan. Ah! Did not get it.
There it is.
I tell you, I thought Onstock distracted him, really.
Brad Davis. Saved by Reese. He comes up huge again.
I tell you, there's a lot of character with the players on the field tonight. They are not quitting.
Here he comes. He sticks it in.
Well taken. And it looks like Brian Ching is next.
Bingu tied it in the second overtime at 1. Little stutter stepping down by.
Kent got a piece of it.
He did.
Feel it. Man, this is a tough one for Heaps.
He has to make it, gentlemen, or Houston is the champ. Heaps. The save right on the line, and it's over. Houston has won it. Houston has won the 2006 MLS Cup. So Brian Ching is the Honda most valuable player.
Did you think you had a goal in you?
No, I didn't, to tell you the truth, but, you know, I was going to die trying.
I'll always remember that. It's such a special moment for me, and I think for a lot of the guys on the team as well, is, you know, just pure excitement.
6 MLS Cup champions.
How could you not come away from the last cup and realize that that is everything that this league is supposed to be? There was a lot of drama in that. That's the one thing that we always say. Why do we watch anything? Because there's drama. Something compelling about it that makes you want to see it. If you're a soccer fan and you didn't want to see that, you're not a soccer fan.